everybody has heard me speak about, and all of us speak about QQQ
Mm-hmm.
for a while, but TQQQ
Mm-hmm.
is something that I think we have spoke about it before, but it's something that's very interesting. If you look at his charts, because everybody always asks, what's a good investment, things of that nature, and um, this is one of the hottest ETFs on the market right now, TQQQ. So Ian, you want to talk about TQQQ? Is TQQQ? I'm
Yes.
asking this question for the public. Is TQQQ the same as QQQ? What is the difference from TQQQ from QQQ?
The difference is triple leverage. So I want to be very clear. This is not a one that you should have in your primary four, but after you have your base of four, this is what I call an all-star that you can add. So it's one of the ones that I gave in Stock Club last year. If you guys have done well with it, put yes in chat. But if you look at the numbers, 2013, it was up 140%, 2015, 17%, 2017, 118%, 2019, 134%, 2020, 110, 2021, 60%. Since inception, 16,730. So when you guys are like, hey, I want something that goes to the moon, there's usually products in the S&P 500 or the Qs that will go to the moon that are safe. I'm telling you, do not buy them at the top. It's a horrible investment if you're buying them when the market is at all-time highs. But if we crash, or let's say China finally takes us over, or there's some big fallout from this Afghanistan thing, or there's another variant that actually shuts the country down, and we bottom out, TQQQ is a good one to add. I would probably only do maybe 15% max of my portfolio into it. But for those that have been in it in the stock club, like some people are up 200, 300% in a long-term investment. So do your research on it. It is a little bit riskier. The drawdown is very heavy. So if you catch it at the top, it may drop down 55%. Don't want that. Wait for a bottom or wait for an entry that I'll call here on Market Mondays. But it is a sleeper that most people don't talk about. And if the market has an inclination to go up for long periods of time, especially over a 5 or 10 year period, I don't know why people would prefer to do certain asset classes when you have something like this where you can ride it for the long term and get the same kind of returns that you can get from actually trading. Even for those in the futures program, I'm like, do TECL and TQQQ first and then trade, because the longer you have your money in the market, the better you'll do. So that's a hidden gem I don't think enough people are talking about.
When you say triple leverage, for anybody that doesn't know what does that mean?
So it speeds up. It goes triple the speed of a normal, let's say QQQ. But the problem with that, if you get into it at a bad price, it will drop 3 times faster than a normal asset as well. So that's why I say I wouldn't do it in my top four, but maybe fifth, sixth, or seventh. Like if Tesla is not giving you the gains that you want, I told everybody in Stock Club like TQQQ or TECL or something that you can add if you want an accelerator. So you want your four safe ones, and even Microsoft and Apple up like 21% for the year. And
Right.
then on the back end, you want the ones that can go, to the moon hypothetically for you. Add those fifth or sixth, and then those can bolster your gains in your portfolio.
Yeah, and when we talk about long term, if you look at the 5 year performance on it, I mean, 1,374%.
Stupid.
Like you're talking like ridiculous numbers. Even the 3 year performance is up 320%, and on the 1 year it's 105. And so these are things like these type of percentages are not normal. I feel like we've been jaded over the past 12 months with the type of returns we've been seeing. These are not average things that are happening. And so had you been listening to in Market Mondays early on, like the return is out of this world. And the holdings are ridiculous. Like if you look at the holdings, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Facebook. I mean, what else would you want?
Yeah.
It's QQQ on speed.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's on speed. So it's like listening to a podcast accelerated. You have that option. You can listen to it quicker. So yeah, as you said, it's something that obviously QQQ has done well. So this is just going to do even better because it's accelerated. But on the downside, if it drops, it's going to drop harder. Another strategy is to actually layer it. Like if you have the regular QQQ, and then you can have this also as a portion. If you wanted to just risk, have a little bit more risk involved, that's something that you can do as well. So, you can kind of still play the fast lane while still staying in the, the regular lane as well.
Yeah, we some things are for freshmen, some things are for live men. This is more for like a liveman, right? Like you have a little bit of experience if you're going to be in that one.
Yeah.
I want to be on the record. Trading and investing has considerable risk.
Tell them, please.
Please only do this if you have your core 4, 2 index, 2 tech. Then as your 5th play, like TQQQ is like Westbrook.
Yeah.
Like it's going to go. Yeah, it's going to go full speed every possession. Some games it works. Some days it doesn't. Before those of us that have had it for a period of time, like in 2020 in May, the price of it was 29 bucks. This is at 151 right now. So when people are like, well, the 2 index thing does not work, I'm like, it's not true. Like this last 2 years has proven that. But if you look over history, if you pair 2 slower performing stocks or ETFs with 2 faster ones, the gains are going to be great. And then the 2 slower ones, like the S&P 500 or Dow, they'll be your hedges anyway. So when the market drops, you have exposure to everything else. So, and the second one I mentioned is TECO. It's too high right now. Don't touch it now. But if it drops, that's another one that you can add that is an accelerator. So I know everyone thinks that every index and ETF is like Tim Duncan slow. No, you have some ones that are outperforming a lot of crypto. And those, for those of you that like trading, if you want to make money easily and still get the high from trading, but have a long-term investment, TQQQ is a great one. So,
yeah, that's a gem for sure, especially long-term. I mean, like, it's all of the technology stocks. So, I mean, what's the odds of it really being negative long-term? So that's kind of like a cheat code for long-term accelerated growth. That's what people always say, like, well, I don't have time for 20% or 40%. Or 400%. So,
oh man,
maybe 1,000%.
Will that make you happy?
Maybe that can do some things. That could do some damage. So, yeah, that's a gem right there.